Hi everyone, it's about time I come up with a video, I guess. A lot of things going on though. Trying to get the electric done, just about there, so in this video you will see most of that being done. The car now goes up and down the road, our new road up into the woods, and that's a plus. But once again, just more and more rain, and I leave here in a little over a week, and so stuff is crunch time now. So we're down to basically two things: the electric and the hot water tank. So I'm going to try to finish up both of those. Right now this video will deal with the electric, and hopefully I'll have the water tank swapped out, and then it's just packing up and I'm out of here. So I didn't get as much done as I thought I would due to weather and just working a lot. So not that that's a bad thing, but I just thought I'd have more time on days off, but we were just, like I said, inundated with rain, and most of them happened to fall on a day off and stuff. So enjoy this video. All right, one good thing, the car is up at the house site, so I'm actually right at the transformer. So yep, made it all the way up. Pretty easy actually. All right, had to do stuff in the rain, but at least I can drive up here now. I don't have to walk back. That's at one spot where the trees came out, and it's kind of a low spot, so that's by far the worst part. Yay. Sorry, this car's so low to the ground, even just little pebbles make it sound like you're running over something. It's really not, it's just brushing the stones. As you can tell, it's raining pretty good. Here's a good one. Had the RV in to check the jacks today, and everything went well, but we got inundated with rain last night. All night it just poured, and I went to turn the bus around and I am stuck. So I got a flatbed coming with a winch on it. He's going to try to give me a little help pulling me out of this. It's just that rear tire that's facing this camera right now that is just giving me the problem. So hopefully we get it out. All right guys, anyone wanting to do a workout with me? So we have that leftover gravel, and I want to make where the transformer is going to go up here at the house level. So I got my level up there, and I'm just adding some gravel around it so it's a nice base, drains well with from the rains and stuff. But damn, this is probably 5 or 6 wheelbarrow up here, and my legs are burning, thighs are burning, and shoulders are burning. So I'm gonna feel it tomorrow, but it's a pretty good workout. All right, just dumped that right there, and 1 or 2 more, and that's all I got in me today anyway. So, but I had Titan, our electrical rep from the power company up here, and he was giving us a final count. He has to count per foot how much trench we did so that he orders the right amount of cable. And we pay $283, I think, a foot after the first 300. So it came out to just under $1,000, but he said it looks good up here. My post looks good. Put some brace, a couple 2x4s on it to brace it a little bit better. And then I got my panel and everything down at the barn that I'm working on with a piece of plywood, and I'll bring that all up at once and just screw that onto the 4x4 post and then hook it up, and should be ready for inspection and stuff. So hopefully I can get this done and power up here and finalized. We're good. I mean, if we didn't get any further, it'd take us about 2 days when we get back in October, November to have power up here. That's what Titan said. So it was actually a relief for me, just in case I didn't get to it, but I think I will. Grass is growing like crazy in some spots. Super thick, super green. Neil, who takes care of our hay and will hay this field probably 3 times before we get back, came over and put some lime down and stuff, and that greens that grass right up. Gets rid of the sage, makes the hay thicker. That's what I've been told, and doesn't get that sage that gets in some of this hay, and I guess cows don't like that stuff. So yeah, he came by. So everything's greening up really good. It should, with all the rain we've had. What are you doing, Pancho? You ready to eat? Come on, let's eat. Come on. All right, get my electric service panel and everything set. I figured I could bring it all up in the woods and put it on the 4x4 post, but I figured take a piece of plywood here and rig up a nice panel. So the meter will be here. Their power will run out of the ground and come up. I got to put a 2-inch pipe in there, and then they'll service their wire into here and put it at these 2 lugs right here, and then they pop a meter on there. I'll have this and this wired already through here and into this, making this hot. So when they turn it on, I got a 50 amp breaker that's like an emergency shut off that I can just kill the power. Then I got 2 20 amp breakers here, and I just started wiring them. I'm gonna finish up tomorrow, but got 2 GFCIs, weather rated. They're in metal boxes, weatherproof boxes, and they're gonna have weatherproof lids on them that come over, and that's all code. So the way I wired it is the wires go through from the breakers down through here. These are called an LB, feeds the wire through. You can reach in here and feed your wire through here. And then there's a nice weatherproof cap that goes on here with a like a rubber gasket, so this will stay waterproof. And then this is all glued in PVC and then wired into these GFCIs. So I wired, this one is this wire here is to this one, and I still got to wire this one tomorrow. So that's all I need. Then I'll take this whole panel up, just this whole thing, weighs probably about 40 pounds, put it up, take a couple 3 lag screws and lag it right in, drill it in to that 4x4 post. Probably one here, one in between, and then I don't know, the top is right at the top there, so I'll find another place, but I think 3 will do it. Hold it on there, and then we should be able to get an inspection. Sorry I haven't been around I've been so busy with work and doing other things around the property, killing weeds, um, and just a bunch of other, sawing down some more trees, cleaning up, getting ready, doing the gravel, that sort of thing that it just got away from me, and now I'm kind of under the gun to get this done. I want this put in maybe this weekend, so that's where we're at. There goes Bill, my neighbor. He just came up and down my driveway a couple times and got my ruts all smoothed out and stuff. So I'm still doing my thing where I go and grab some gravel down once or twice a day and bring it down here. Just, it's a good half-hour workout, so gets you your blood flowing and stuff. So I'm gonna fill in some of these dirt spots here, but he does that all the time for us. Just comes down with his tractor while he's gonna do something with his, over at his property there, and he'll just smooth ours out while he's at it and stuff. Super nice. So all right guys, it's the next day. I have the 2 outlet boxes on. They got weatherproof covers on, and that's all done to code. I'm just cinching up this box here, and I explained to you that you put one of these on and it's actually easier to get wires down through here and then push them through to your outlet boxes and stuff. And then this seals up with this cap, which has a gasket on it, and once you cinch that down, it'll be weather tight. So, and then I got my outlets wired in right there with the green, white, and black wires. Black being hot, so they go to your, right to your breaker, and then the neutral and the green go to your neutral and ground bus. So that's wired. Now what my next thing is, those big cables on the floor there, they're the ones that are going to go from the meter box through this hole and come down, and put that in, tighten these to these lugs right here. One will go to there, ground to there, and then the 2 hots, there's 4 wires, the 2 hots will go to this 50 amp breaker. That way when this thing's live, I can flip that off and there'll be no power to these breakers down here, so, or these outlets. So just gives you a quick turn off. So that'll be the next step, and then we can seal this up and take it up to the house site and put it on the 4x4 post. All right, so I'm starting to put the big cables in. The first one, you put red tape, electrical tape around each end of it, so it knows where, the guys know, instead of following the wire, they just know the red one will go in this bottom one here, and then it'll go to this top one here, and they don't have to follow the cable. They just know that that's that neutral or that hot, and it just differentiates them both. I just want to show you how thick this cable is. This is called triplex. It's got 3 wires and a ground, but it's pretty thick aluminum wire there. Probably just about as thick as my finger. Very hard to work with. It doesn't bend very easily. So usually I use some pliers to do the bending and stuff on it. As you can see, I got this one already in, the first one, and that's where I'm going to bend it so that it goes up the side wall here and up through this thing. So yeah, a little hard to work with. Okay, and then to unloosen these lugs, I have these special Allen wrenches, and they got this little head on them like this. It goes right in these lug screws. You loosen those, and then what I do is once I put the cable in, you take actually your wire cutters and really horse down on it. And then I also have to take this lube that I have and put it on the aluminum wire for, it's an anti-corrosion thing. With aluminum wire, you got to put this stuff, it's black oxide stuff that goes on here. Then you horse this down super tight, because actually when the power hits, it actually vibrates and it can come loose. So you want it down there pretty tough. There's actually electricians will use a torque wrench, and actually there is a setting on the torque wrench for this purpose, but you don't have to do that, but it is advised. I just don't have a torque wrench. I haven't had a problem. I've done this. This is my third time setting up electric, and I haven't had a problem yet with it. But I just horse down on it pretty tight. And so that's the next step, is to get this wire in, and this is that red cable. I'll put a piece of tape, red tape, around this one too. So this is the oxide inhibitor, and I'll put it on the end of this. It's like a gel stuff. It just helps with corrosion. And then I'll put a piece of red tape around here, and that'll be the one done. Then this one here goes to this bus or lug. The ground will go to, the ground goes to here, and then the neutral goes to this lug right here. So you can't see it. I don't have the camera set up the right way, but they're just more lugs right here and here. So all right, this shows you a little better. So I've got the red tape around there, unloosened this lug, slid that in, and it's got these really sharp aluminum teeth on the bottom here, and it just digs into the wire, and then it's got teeth all the way around here. And so as you really tighten up, that's as far as I can go with my hand, but what I'll do is take this and go even more and just keep doing it. I'll even do it a few more times. I'm going to start on this one now, and that one will go into here. I'll loosen that up. What I do is kind of measure out the wire. It's coming through here. I'll give it a cut right about here, remove the jacket from it right about here, and then it'll slide in there. Horse down on that one. There's where the ground goes, and that's where the neutral goes. So there's two neutrals, or two hots and a neutral and a ground wire for this whole installation. And then on this end, the ground will go here, or actually here, and the neutral will go here. All right, I think I got it. So I had originally said the white stripe is the neutral. These two black are the hot. So I think what I had said at first was I was going to put it here, but I think this is where they're, see, I got underground service, so it threw me off a little. I'm used to them coming down from the top. This is my first underground service, so their wire will come up here. So I think their neutral is going to go there, and then their two hots there, and that'll make the meter live. pop the meter on. Mine will come through here. There's my ground, my neutral, and my 2 hots going into this 50 amp breaker here. Actually, it's a 100 amp breaker because it's a 100 amp service. So I don't know if I just called it 50 amp. It's 2 50 amp breakers, double breakers, so 100 amps. And then these will run my 2 outlets out here, GFCIs. One's a 20 amp and this one's a 15 amp. So I got those. Everything's going to be weather tight because I put a panel cover on here, do the 2 knockouts for my breakers here, and then a big cover goes on top of this and a big cover on top of that. But the next you'll see that I'm going to carry this up to the 4x4 post and see if I can get that on there, and then we'll cover it all up and it'll be ready for inspection hopefully. Oh, and then the ground rod that I pounded in the other day will come up from the ground in through here, up, get tied in right to here. So that'll ground the panel then. All right, we got it up. Got it leg screwed in, a couple of deck screws too, so it ain't going anywhere. It's on that 4x4 post. Then I took a couple of 2x4s and one going one way and one going another way to brace it level and plumb. And then staked them in there, so it's pretty good in there. They'll pull that wire through. That's the only thing left is I gotta put a 2-inch pipe, a coupler on. I gotta put a coupler right on here, and then I got a little offset thing that'll bring the pipe back and down to that pipe down there. So I'll put an offset right up in here, and what that'll do is make the pipe move over right along that post, come down, and it'll meet that coupler. So that's the only thing left. I'll have to do that another day. Hopefully, now they're calling for rain pretty much all of next week, and that's my last week here. So they're gonna keep it going while I'm here. So we'll see what I can get done, but I am satisfied if we come back next October and just get this inspected, and then the power. Both said that's fine if we do it then, fine if we do it now. So that's good. So mission accomplished. Transformer will go right there. There's where I was doing the other day, the gravel. Got a nice little base there. Built it up so it's level this way. It was leaning as the ground leans. So got that going. All right, car's going up and down this hill all the time now, so we're getting used to it. We're packing that rock in. That just makes that road better. So guys, I'm gonna sign off. I'll put this video out, and hopefully what I'll do is probably get that water tank in this week and pack up the bus, and I'll have some kind of video on that and leaving here. So all right.